Then you have something called cultural entropy. Cultural entropy is when a society runs down. It's the opposite of physis. It's when things run down. Societies have been measured for cultural entropy. Just before Iceland went bankrupt, the Barrett Values Centre did a survey of their population and forecast that within 6 months they would go down the drain, and they did. Cultural entropy, when things run down, when things get bad in a society, when there's a lack of equality and equity, when there's a lack of justice, things start to run down. Great book, The Spirit Level, if you haven't ever read it. It's a great book on comparing various countries through the Western world on their level of cultural entropy. The leading countries, the better ones, are Scandinavia, and I won't mention which ones are at the bottom. I'll leave that for you. Jane and I had the privilege of being in Iceland 2 weeks ago, as you said. I didn't know I got a suntan there, but there we are. And we had the privilege of being entertained by this wonderful person who's the president of Iceland. And he moved my heart to such a degree through what he told us. He said that there's a conspiracy in the West of silence. A conspiracy, because the conspiracy is there because if the truth really did hit the general public, we wouldn't be able to cope with it. So I'm going to share what he told us. And this is one of the big reasons why we need a greater focus on values. He said this. He said the ice cap is melting at an alarming rate, more than the scientists are letting out as public. The parts of the ice cap are now thinning at such an alarming rate. And last year in China, there were incredible storms that killed a lot of people that weren't reported in the Western press. But he said that that was a direct result of what's happening in his Arctic. Is it too late? He says it's not too late if we take some big actions. But the problem is vested interest in national bodies don't actually put it as a number one. That polar bear now sinks into the ice rather than running across it.